And a good afternoon to the SA Rugby community as we're joined by for this round 17 clash here at Tregenza Oval between the Old Collegian first grade premiership team and the Woodville Wasps. We're pretty close to kick-off. This is a match between Old Coles, who are sitting fourth on the ladder, and Woodville at 8th. So Woodville here really just trying to take some scalps before the season wraps up. And from what I see, it's a good, fit-looking team. Old Collegians have had a great run of wins. Last loss coming probably mid-year to Burnside. And we're all set now to kick off. Hoisted high. Taken well in an early break. Collegians in control here in their 22. And a loose ball. Great early pressure from Woodville. So jumping back to that, to where the teams are currently sitting on the ladder. In the premiership grade, we've got Brighton at the top, Burnside, then the great surprise of this 2022 season, Elizabeth sitting at 3rd. Old Coles, have, with a return to form, are in at 4th place. Then Souths, Onkers, Port, and Woodville, they're sitting in the 8. We're now attacking on the far side. Looks like a good, strong inside centre who's made an early bust and is trucking up well. Blindside again. Forwards getting around for Woodville. Going wide. Could be on here if they go left again. And we're coming back for a penalty, so great early pressure from Woodville.
Good, thank you. I didn't recognise you before, but said, come on. And then it was like,
I feel like now I'm out.
And we've gone a quick tap. Real sign of intention here from Woodville, taking a quick tap. Bugger the line out, bugger the scrum. Let's go for it. But it hasn't worked out well. Nope, repeat penalties. Straight in on over the ball for Old Collegians there to seal that off. We've gone a quick tap again. Question of whether Old Coles are onside there. And I believe it has been held up, which is would be a line dropout. So Lincoln Ormsby with the goal line dropout, goes to that far right side. Well tackled out on that wing. Woodville in control again. Driving a good drive through the middle from their lock. Loose ball though. I'm going to get a lot of that today in this wet game. And it's advantage Old Coles as they spin it wide. Tristan pulling through a tackle and he's in space. He's found Luke Robertson. Luke Robertson cutting through the middle. Old Coles back just before halfway. Wild pass out of the midfield, well handled by Lincoln. Setting up here, probably space on this close to clubhouse side for the Collegians. If they use it, and they do, and there's big space here and a knock-on pass, and we're... Interesting, there's a hint of a knock-on from Woodville, but I think he's going to call the pass went forward first. So an early indication of the potential of the Old Collegians backline. They're happy to run it from out of their 22. But still, Woodville, great start to this half so far, are sitting nicely camped inside the Old Collegians half. Lindsay Adcock sitting at 10, waiting. takes it on the chest, delivers out the back door. Sharp footwork from the outside centre. Semisar Vuatu, and I've been joined by the great man John Roast now, who'll be able to commentate his half of the bargain for when Woodville has the ball.
How are you, Crossy?
I'm very well, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not bad.
Good.
You put on the sun on for us there, Crossy.
We did, yep.
Yeah,
Just
thank you.
I know you don't like the rain, John.
It does wash away the pain. But,
As they say.
so how are we looking? 0-0?
0-0 so far. Great. Some early territory by Woodville. Unable to capitalise on it, though. That greasy ball is going to be an issue, so hopefully the rain can hold out. It's looking blue skies at the moment. Maybe some rain clouds over behind the hills. And now clean ball off the top. Lincoln to Big Max Cargi, who's absolutely squashed Adcock. Bartlett, great tackle down low. Ormsby not much on, trucks it, but he's a strong guy. And Luke Robinson now wrestles his way over the 22. And we've got a break here. And a great first try by Dominic Lane, new addition to the Old Collegians team this year, coming over from the UK, and he has an excellent fend and ability to keep himself upright, I guess, in contact.
Yeah, he's got good upper body strength there, and just got a couple of our lads unaware and snuck over for a quick meat pie.
So, John, talking about the season, we're at round 17 here. Woodville, on a whole, as a club, how have things been? I mean, unfortunately, it looks like in the senior grades, not looking like they're not able to make the finals.
No, I think we peaked too early in the season.
Yep.
Injuries does, cost the team. As one of the boys gave a good B grade game. But yeah, unfortunately, sometimes we lack numbers when injuries start happening, and it does pay dividends at the end of the season. But you know what, you got to keep your head up when your face is in the mud. You know what I mean?
Look, absolutely. I think always Woodville a strong club that starts games well, and it just can. It is a numbers game, especially in any amateur sport. Old Collegians have been hit by a large amount of injuries this year, but have had the reserve stock coming through to move up into those positions. So that can be a full contact sport. There's always going to be a string of injuries every year.
Yes. You can't escape it.
Old Collegians going wide straight away. Oh, and heavy contact on Andrew Burgess. This could be interesting. Thankfully, he's built like a fridge, Burjo, so he hops up nicely.
Yep.
But there didn't look like any arms, and we've got some early cheddar for the day. That's a yellow to.
That's
let
Phil.
you jump in. Yep.
Phil, yeah, he's new to the club, and I think the tape round his arm was a bit tight, and he just couldn't get his arm up there in time for a shot on. So unfortunately, he has to chew on a bit of cheese.
Has he played a bit of league, possibly in his time?
No, I think he come from the eastern states.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I guess he probably's done a few Ks in the rugby league.
Oh, it was a lovely league hit, Yeah,
it was.
The shots that in league are celebrated. The other code. It doesn't quite fly, but he's getting himself an early rest, so it's tactical possibly, Rosie, for the big man.
Yeah, hopefully he gets his breath back and he's back on. And we'll loosen up that jersey because it doesn't seem like he can get his arms up.
He's under a lot of strain, that jersey. There's some decent traps on the man.
Yes.
So Old Collegians set. Good throw, not straight.
Oh. Okay, let's see what Woodville got here. They've got a scrum. And my guess is I might try and kick for the corners, try and play field position. Lizard's got a great leg on him. So hopefully he utilises it and puts Old Coles back in their half.
So, Roaster, you were out on this pitch just earlier. Quick shower and out. Maybe not even. What is it like underfoot out there? How is it? We do a lot trying to make the drainage work here, but
I really don't know how you train here every week. And
Yep.
and try and keep that mud out. You must have some kind of mud scraper in the showers on your end, because gone backwards there, but great recovery there.
Oh, the question
and
on
he's
the
still
held there,
going.
but what a handy player.
Yes. So we're on the front foot now. Quick ball to Christian. Takes 2 men to get him down. Still going. Quick roll. Another little pod hit up there. Looks like that was Leroy.
And they've got advantage here. I would shift again out to,
So
is it Vuata, the 13 here?
Yes. Okay, we've got a penalty. Not rolling away. Oh, sorry, offside. So we'll look for the corner here for a line out. And see if we can get 7 points. Even it up. Shout out to the ladies rugby. They didn't actually play today, but shout out to the Old Coles girls that put their hand up and had a bit of a training run with our ladies. So thanks very much.
Yeah, well, welcome. Unfortunately, with some numbers there, Old Collegians had a couple of concussion injuries at the moment. The modern game taken very seriously. So gone are the days you just continue to play anyway.
Well,
and look at stars.
And a few fatalities from not taking care after a head knock. So
Not sure if
they
that
need a win for that
training run, did it go to full contact, that training run in the end?
Yes. Good little hit out.
Yep,
The girls
great.
got a sweat up and good line out there.
Again,
Off to
Adcock, short ball.
Leroy getting a few extra yards. Quick ruck. Oh, a stolen there.
Stolen. Collegians shifting wide. Quick hands. McKinlay will look to put it on the boot. Does. If it stays in, there's a lot of pressure here. Oh, the mud spraying everywhere, and a
Look
good
at
option
that.
for a return kick.
Yeah.
Max Monfrey's well under it, though, and he has a big leg on him if he decides to use it. Does it over to Lincoln, who's found some good space here.
Nice kick.
That's got a good roll on it. Not too much chase, but the couple of the big boys here in the midfield. So
Giudivati.
not a great
just
option,
handed it
though.
on a platter. Oh.
First mistake from Vuata's had. Has put Collegians in a strong position. Burgess will carry. Sets it up. Lucky to survive that. Could go either way. Oh, Collegians.
So we got a penalty. I like the extension on the clubhouse here.
Great outside viewing it is at the moment.
Yeah, you've got if that went the full length of the pitch, you could really up the numbers here and really put on a good game.
That's good. We've got a bit of a concrete stadium, concrete bench sort of mini structure here, which there isn't too many around SA Rugby community. It's kind of Souths have their timber.
Yeah.
One of the oldest grandstands in South Australia, it feels like, but it's
Still standing.
Still standing. A mountain of chip wrappers underneath it. That's maybe what supports that grandstand.
I'm sure I've seen a few refugees hiding out in there.
So good ball driven. Riardi, Padana there at the back, but it's loose. So we'll have to work hard to protect it, and it's been kicked through. Lou Watchope here, who shifts a nice ball to Burgess in the midfield. If this is cleaned out well, this is a good platform for Old Coles to shift once again. They do. They shift through the hands. And great intercept.
Vati puts on the afterburners. But hang on a minute.
Big chase, and he might get
Big
it.
chase.
Big chase,
Great
and
tackle.
it's shot. What terrific athleticism from both players.
So what we got here, the referee's just getting back. He doesn't know what to call.
And it's gone Collegians' ways. Tristan Kutzer. Absolutely outstanding, and there's a quick tap and they're playing. No, that's a bit too quick for Phil, I reckon.
He's still getting his breath back, I think.
That's from the referee playbook, that one, really. Settle down, fellas, just settle down.
Take it easy.
So goodness.
One penalty at a time, please.
Vuata 13 for Woodville is an absolute strike weapon, isn't he?
Oh, he's that's not his first intercept for the season.
Yeah.
Most of the time he's finished them off, but great chase there by your winger.
Yeah.
He really dug deep in the mud. He must have had the 21-inch studs on it because he was getting a leg up there, and definitely great chase. Chased him down.
Oh, outstanding to turn and chase. Something you and I would never have bothered with.
Well, I'm sure I've chased you down a few times back in the day, reminiscing there of our heyday.
Yeah.
I was expecting you out on the field today. What happened?
Not today. Yep, no, I've called it for the season. Couple of busted digits here, Johnny, as I
Didn't
show you
see
a couple
that.
of
Yeah, fair
clean
enough.
fingers. So,
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, look after you. Look after those things.
no, my modelling hand, mate.
Oh.
Was,
Oh, right.
it's going to be a long road back to recovery before I can do those Pantene commercials again.
Oh, okay.
No, the game of rugby is a bit tough on the fingers, so
Yeah.
mangled one, then mangled the other, and decided I might get them to attended to.
Is that your mouse hand or
It is my keyboard hand.
keyboard?
Very good. Has affected my clicking. And we've got space.
nice.
And look, it has lots of wheels, lots of speed, and he's going to use it.
Oh, great tackle.
Great
there.
tackle, and we're still in play. Cole setting up in the midfield. Luke Robinson, not much of him, but hard as nails.
Jack Johnson, great tackle. Oh, nice
Pajanic
grab there.
Catches it behind him. Old Collegians on a front foot. Woodville looking a little disorientated in their defensive structure here as we push wide again, and it could come to Kutzer. Tristan Kutzer, and if he can find footwork inside.
Oh, great tackle.
Oh, question on whether he was held there. And we're looking at attacking that far side,
Oh,
and
he's just snuck
we've got
over.
a try.
Yep.
Where they go, really outstanding efforts from Tristan Kutzer there, from the big chase down before of Luata to now back it up, make a break. So one sideline to the other. That's the way you can get it done. And
It's exciting rugby.
we had a nice mudslide right in front of us here, which was beautiful to watch.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, Coles had to earn that one. So,
It's just the speed, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's that ability of if making a break, then continuing
at
to
a pace.
increase the speed.
don't forget Woodville is a man down, so they're utilising the extra player on the outside. But Woodville done well to keep him out. It's only 12-0 at the moment.
We have two Woodville players sitting over here on the naughty bench. I don't know if one just being friendly,
sorry.
friendly
I
with the
missed
other.
that other
I completely missed another card.
Oh, that was
But
over there. That
you
penalty.
wouldn't sit there for the sake of it unless you didn't
No.
like your friends, would you? So
Well,
I can only assume there's a double yellow card that in our waffling, we've missed. It's 12-0. Collegians from some great attack from Woodville, just unable to capitalise on the opportunities.
so let's hope this 10 minutes is up for Phil. He's warming up in the sun. He's toasting both sides, hopefully, and he get back out there. There's a kick off there by Lindsay. That's nice and high. Oh, didn't know who was going to catch that one. Oh, your prop did well
Tyler
there.
Ryan, yep. He's muscled his way through, and we're going blind. Big Riati Padana making space, making breaks. Oh, it's a ridiculous offload. That hasn't worked out. She's just pushing it a bit too much for Padana. And just an update, I believe the conversion went through, so it is. There we go. A change on the Old Coles scoreboard, 14-0. Woodville to feed. Good strong scrum. Sharp ball. That got very close. Oh, man and ball, but he's strong. This inside centre is making space, but he's straight back to where the scrum was. Very narrow play from Woodville here, and the ball has been spilt. Box kick over the top from Montfrees. Young fullback has found space. He's found McKinlay, though, who I reckon will return fire as he has an impressive. But he's enjoying running now. Excellent low chopping tackle. Robinson setting up some structure. Looks like Dom Lane setting up for... Here goes Dom. And he passes it on to Reese, who's been dumped.
Good tackle by...
But it's quick pick and go.
Young Owen Potter. Oh,
Working
nice
the other
shift.
side. Combo. And Chris Bartlett's in space.
Let's get hold of
Bartlett in
him,
space. A ball and all tackle from the Woody fullback. But a pick and go play, and that speed is causing issues, I think, for Woodville at the moment. Tom Lane setting up. We might see here the firing big Max Cargi, who
good chop.
I would not want to have to deal with myself. And we've got quick ball here. Montfrees.
Oh, he's going to go himself.
He does, but he's been well
no.
managed. Halfie in. That means pick and go city for the forwards.
Oh.
Forwards love when a halfie gets caught.
Oh, yeah.
They get to just go, okay, we must do 25 pick and goes now. And we've got a pick and go try.
You knew that was going to happen. Well, we were running
Collegians
out
just
of
ticking
numbers
along
there.
nicely here at a pace of points. And we're about 5 minutes away from Woodville returning, but we've got I think the try scorer down injured for Collegians, which will be a concern for the coaching staff of Old Coles because quite stretched at the moment.
Bench. You're lucky you got a bench. That's just our supporters over there. That's not the bench.
Just the front row.
But we'll run them on
front row
anyway.
viewing.
Yeah. Anyone who wants to run, they can sit over there. That was a good couple of pick and goes there. It's hard to stop in the mud, in the wet. Oh. Sliced it.
Tyler Ryan there, just looking at a bit of pain in the chest off his pick and go. Just spending a bit of time with the trainer.
I think he winded himself on the ball when he scored it.
That'll do it, hey? But he's jogging back to position.
So you got your 85th year tonight.
That's right, yep. This is the 85th year of the club, so we've got a ball tonight.
A ball, okay.
Dressing up, yep. Got the bow tie ready
Nice.
at the convention centre.
Fair enough.
The great Scotty Higginbotham is telling us how to be great and telling us some war stories.
Oh, good tackle.
And Cargi.
Oh, he
Oh,
wasn't
geez,
held.
there's been a lot of that.
He wasn't held.
There's been a lot of the not held allowed to get back up again. Real up for the
Nearly
referee.
stole it there.
Howlett sitting and going. It's a great attack of the ball.
Oh, that
Lucky
just-
Luke Robertson was able to regather it.
That was like soap in the shower there, just popped straight up in the air.
Oh, Bartlett with space. Tackling from these outside backs has been good for Woodville, though,
Oh,
but he's
nice
found
offload.
space. McKinley, does he have the space to do it? And,
Great ball.
he's found Kuta for the corner.
Did he drop that?
Kuta for the try.
Oh,
There's a question on the touch. I feel like a finishing player like Kuta will score them, and he has.
he's got it.
So, yeah, 85th ball tonight.
Yep.
Very big. We've got a lot of players from ex-players from interstate and fans and family I've seen around. Henry Nutt and Rory Shepherd and a few others are coming to for the evening. So we had a very big one for our 75th. So very excited about tonight. I'm a bit concerned, though. There's a lot in the silent auction of Brumbies material, and as an avid Brumby supporter, I need to be kept away from that gear.
All right.
So there's no more room.
No sports bets accounts able to pilfer from.
They're heavily overloaded, those are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hopefully you have a great night. Congratulations on the birthday to the club and brand new clubhouse. Everything's looking Millhouse for you guys.
Absolutely Millhouse, yep.
Yeah.
And
Nice
unconverted there from Lincoln Ormsby. So normally have his brother at 9, but got red carded last week. So
Wow.
heading off to rugby court, I think during the week. So not sure of the outcome of that one.
Oh, the old Zoom meeting. Yeah.
Spent some time in rugby court yourself?
My first red card ever. Yes, I did have that this year. And and as you know me, I didn't do it. Always plead not guilty. And, I managed to get off. But
As you should. Clean sheet record.
Clean sheet. I'm back to being clean on the streets again.
Nice.
And but you know what? It is a contact sport, so things going to happen.
Space here for Old Collegians with a poor kick over the top.
Ooh.
And the fend off and heavy work of Kurt McKinley. Riardi fighting his way through.
Oh,
And it's a little sloppy knock on. Just not ready for the magic offloads of Riardi. Told me this morning he had nachos for breakfast.
Is that with milk? Right.
One can only assume leftover nachos. It's quite an effort to be baking up new ones, but there you go.
Well,
A few young props out there. Pre-game, load up on some nachos, get the mince, and really treat yourself before the game.
Yeah, well, hopefully he's not dutching out the scrums.
There's enough smell from the mud, I think, coming out of there. Good now, another tidy scrum from Woodville.
Oh,
it's a knockdown, and we're playing on.
Oh, he's going to let that go.
He is, and Luke Robinson will fight for every single metre.
Oh,
Clean out is good, and we could have sharp, quick ball for Collegians. Shifting, Bartlett, Kutzer with some space, works on the outside, and he's gone.
Skip.
And he has skipped on the outside, he skips on the inside, and
great
final ball and all tackle. Just short of the line, I believe.
Held up.
And held up.
Great cover tackle there by Leroy Brown. Don't know his last name, so he's Leroy Brown
Is
now.
that the orange headgear?
Well, no, that's his hair. I think that's his hair. He's a redhead. No, Leroy's the one with the black shorts.
Okay.
There. Yeah.
I was thinking
Daniel's the orange headgear. He's under 18s.
Yeah, absolutely. I watched him in under 18s and then played against him last time I played you guys.
Yeah. Good up and coming,
I reckon.
Up and coming star for Woodville.
Where do you think he should? I feel like he should be playing at a 10 or 9, somewhere closer to the ruck. He's quite nippy.
Yeah.
Agile. I've seen some slicky handiwork, but most of the time he's been chucked at that sort of fullback winger position.
Well, it'll be up to the senior coach next year on that decision.
Yep.
But I can see why you say that. He's got skills to burn, and
what position does he play for the 18s?
he could play anywhere. I think he's been playing inside out, inside centre or outside centre. But he has a young brother, Rucker, that plays in my under 16 side, and but he didn't. I think he played Friday night here.
Yep.
But I think your boys came to the party and just showed our lads.
Very strong under 18 squad this year. We have Collegians now on this open side. A little tip on from Burgess to Bartlett. And we're coming back the other way. Dom Laney's got one try already. He's fighting and stretching for another. But he's going to be in danger of being held up here. Lucky to get to ground and playing a bit of a seesaw play. But whistle's gone. Not entirely sure what. We've got an injury, I think, the ball coming back towards an injured player. So, bit of a break.
Well, at least the sun's still staying out. I think we're going to enjoy the rest of the afternoon with a bit of sunshine and and good skies.
Might, while we take a break, start to have a bit of a look around the grounds. I'll see if I can jump out and see what's happening outside of this comp. So early score that's come in. It must be an earlier 2:30 game for Brighton and Port Adelaide, and Brighton have put them to the absolute sword, Roasty. 43-0.
Ooh, pants down on that one.
Yeah, a big result. No surprise to a Brighton. Sitting top of the ladder this year.
Yep.
Looking as strong as ever.
They definitely got the depth this year.
Huge, yeah.
And, they're looking strong for the final series.
They backed it off, last week had 105 to 26 on your lot.
We got 26 points at least. So, yeah, it was a little bit one-sided. I think you got to learn from those type of games. It only makes you stronger. And of course, we're on the rebuild again.
Yep.
And injuries, of course, always play havoc on a side that doesn't have much depth. So hopefully the lads will really put in a good effort against Old Coles today.
Wide. Inside centre's miles offside for Woodville, but we'll play on. It's a simple switch.
Nice switch.
And if this scores on a 1-2 switch, Woodville just need to really have a good chat to themselves about that, because there was no silk in that. It was a 10-12 switch, and straight through that channel where
They kind of switched off there.
Yeah.
From that injury time. So they've had to regroup because we're starting to let this game get away from us. And Old Coles are starting to take it in their strides. But, yeah. Have you got all your sides in the finals coming up?
we have. Coming into with the senior men's, where all sides in, looking quite well. Thirds, my mighty thirds that I coach.
Oh, right, okay.
Sitting top of the table.
Oh, gosh.
So happy days there. Our first and seconds really looking like they weren't going to make the finals at all till we had a bit of a mid-year refocus, rebuild, kick up the bum. And haven't dropped a game since Burnside, which is quite a few rounds ago now. And same for our second grade. Reserve grade have done really well. So we bounced it back, had wins against Brighton in Prems and reserves.
Oh, wow. Oh, you're looking the goods now for third grade then. All right. Good catch there on the kickoff.
Tom Lane takes it well. Luke Robinson fights for every metre like he does. And quick ball. Little knock on. So probably the execution here of Old Collegians is, I think each kickoff, this has been a similar result. We've seen a scrum here to Woodville. Inability to get out of their 22 off kickoff. Come the big games, it's going to really hurt them.
Well, it looks, I must admit, I mean, there's not much wind, but I think the mud and just a little dampness there, it's starting to affect the catching abilities, especially when the ball's up in the air. You got a little bit of sun in the eyes and mud in the...
Another good scrum from Woodville. Cock, he's very narrow to the scrum. Little wraparound
nice
play.
wraparound.
It's an intercept, and there's a slip as well.
No.
Bartlett, a good chance to go coast to coast. Oh, he's fighting for
well
it. Good friend Andrew Burgess is in to help him out. And if Old Collegians can get quick ball, well done.
Great effort there on the cover tackle there.
Hands in the ruck
By the
from
fullback.
Collegians, and Chris Bartlett lacking some of that gas from probably 10 years ago. But still, lovely intercept play. So we've had two clean intercepts and 2 chase downs.
That's good to see.
Kick the touch that doesn't make it.
He's kept it in.
And we are playing on. McKinlay will run. He's enjoying that. Fights, pulls it through one tackle, pulls through another. Great offload. And we're coming back. Dom Lane in space. Question potentially high, but we're playing on. Robinson just handled before, handles again.
Great tackle by Jack Johnson.
Ariardi spills it and has a nice little prop crash.
Just a little cuddle there. He had a look. I think he's seen the Mason Connor. He's nephew of the great Matty Connor. And, just had a little look and took his eye off the ball there.
Yeah. Matty Connor, hard as nails. I think he cut me in half many times, Matty Connor. Yep.
And me at training. A bit offside, right?
And
good leg.
is that behind
out on,
inside
it
the
was
22? I reckon it was inside the 22.
Yeah,
It's a
was.
good clearance, actually.
So we've got the halfway here.
Coming, bearing down on the end of this first half. And we're right smack on front and centre for this line-out throw. So Nick Howlett to throw. We'll get a good look at the shape of Old Collegians line-out here. Dom Lane goes up.
Nice and straight,
No, it's poor. And a kick again, but fairly aimless.
Good catch. Good catch by your winger there. So
Cooch is together. McKinley sitting at 9, and we're getting it out to Little Watchup, who has some real wheels. A real find. He's come up through. 2020 was playing third grade for us, and now find himself on the first grade wing. So
sounds like he's been working hard for his through the seasons.
Commits to all the trainings and has genuine gas, just like you, Roast.
Yep, that's natural gas.
When you got penalty, Old Collegians. The Woodville bench not happy with that one. Not getting a nice split of a roll on. So just getting into that 22, but just that crossfield kick there. I just don't know what the intention really was of
I think
that from
was
Woodville.
Just get it out of here kind of kick. And
well, out of here inside the Old Coles half.
Bit of a blood rush to the
I mean,
brain
the
there.
kick out of the 22, lovely. Win the line out, very good. And then a kind of aimless crossfield kick.
Yeah, should have kept possession there, especially from a great 22 kick. I feel you got to keep possession when you get that near the halfway.
Well, it's been a long time for Woodville with really getting a chance to put some phases together. Collegians now shifting. Max Cargi, hint of a forward pass from where we are, but the big man, like a meteorite, crashes into the Woodville defence. He's still somehow he's standing up with the ball.
How did he do that?
Very close to the line, and are we held up for I think we are for a goal line dropout. Love to see how Max Cargi hit the deck and then ended up back on his feet still with Woodville players around him.
So how do you find this new rule with this in-goal dropout? I'm still not a fan of it. I don't see much, there's not much...
It's not much to discuss on it. Yeah, I'm unsure of why do we do it, because rugby league does it, so we'll do it too.
I don't get it.
It's an ugly dropout, and it's gone right to Max Cargi.
Oh, no. I must admit, our boys have been chopping him down every
I always
run.
find he's almost slightly falling in his running style. Yeah. It'd be great if he just leaned back a little and he could run over a few more people. Daniel Harding, new to the club, sets up a nice second phase and first grade game for Daniel Harding. Midfield there, I think Burgess. We're continuing on the left side. Ormsby loves a bump. Bumps two. Quick ball. And I'm predicting a Coutts try out here on the left. If not, it's already down.
Good grief.
Try scored, and it's Reece Ward stepping up into first grade.
I'd like to give a shout out to Josh Norton. He played B grade there. Playing full, but he tackled like a demon. So well done, mate. Thanks for coming out. Keep showing up. Another great try For Old Coles, it
Just
definitely.
sustained pressure, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
just sustained pressure. I'd love to see Woodville with a bit more time with the ball.
I think you're right. The minute you kick possession away, you're giving away opportunities, aren't you?
Collegians are a club that we really focus a lot on the back three. At training, put a lot of time into regathering kicks, the kick over the top, fullback connecting with the wingers. So if you're going to put a kick over the top, it needs to be with a real purpose and with real pressure on the chase. Half time now. We'll take a break. You and I will think about a sausage roll.
Well,
Or two or three.
maybe a Guinness or two.
As it's 36-0. Turn it down. And as we take the halftime break here, Old Collegians leading Woodville. Strong first half from Old Collegians. And Woodville just maintaining to keep the pace at the moment. So we think probably a few more refreshments and the oranges will be enjoyed. We're going to have a quick look at the Rooster ladder as we have and break down on. We've got Brighton sitting top of the table, played 14, 1, 12, just the 2 losses. So one I know came via Old Collegians. Not sure who put in the other one, but then Burnside and Elizabeth, hey? Johnny, there's something we can certainly have a chat about. The surprise of the season of
Yes.
Elizabeth and the addition of some Polynesian players from abroad have made them just an outstanding team to watch at the moment.
Oh, they are the team maybe to beat. But, I mean, I think Adelaide South Australian Rugby needed that.
Yep.
Needed something different, because Adelaide, South Australia isn't big on rugby, but, we're still growing, aren't we? Like, it's growing in small steps. And any, newcomer to rugby, like, you welcome them with open arms, and having these Pacific Island, Fijian players coming in to lower clubs as well, which is great.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So it brings up the competition, and
Couldn't
we
have said
need
it better.
that. Yeah, it levels the playing field a lot more, and I see it as a positive for South Australian rugby.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you. The two as well. Barossa influx of players that they have at the moment. I hope they can keep it for as long as possible, and probably hopefully, I guess the dream is you get the families come and join, and the kids as well involved.
Yeah.
It's just some amazing raw talent just on display. I played against Barossa recently, and it was scoring some tries that you only see on the television screen really against. You can stand behind your goalposts and just in awe. Just
Thank you. Keep it coming. Oh, geez.
Wondering how are they stringing these chip kicks and goose steps and behind the back passes all together.
You wonder, like, they're pretty much grown up with a rugby ball, maybe back where they're from, and that's fantastic. I let my son sleep with his rugby ball.
Yeah.
I don't think he's named it yet, but like, just every opportunity I can get him out there and kicking for goal or chucking the ball around. It's a bonus for rugby union in itself, and if we can promote rugby union more in the public schools. I know the private schools do have
some comps, have some rugby union comps, yep.
So, but we need to expand more, get rugby out there, and if they are really want to push rugby more to make it more Australia-wide, then we've got opportunities here in South Australia. I'm sure a bit more influx on support from the ARU will definitely lift the rugby union in South Australia for sure.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know which public schools are involved in the comps, in the school comp, if any. I know there's a little bit around some rugby league comps kick around, but certainly just to have it as a club, a school comp, and it gives children more option in sport. Certainly, I always think for the some of the bigger boys, our front rowers of the future, don't align to the AFLs and soccers and regular sports that we see in Australia, especially out of South Australia. If you build like a prop, you might struggle getting above the ruck.
I mean, you know where rugby union came from, and it was developed from rugby, and it was a school teacher just getting the whole class involved into a sport. Like, if you promote that a bit more in all the schools, I think it'll lift the the fitness of, like you said, a prop. Rugby union suits every possible physical feature of anyone. Like, you don't have to be, physique toned up and muscles, six pack and all that. It's rugby's made for everyone. So,
all the body shapes.
Yeah, for everybody.
We're all set to kick
Female
off
and
here.
male.
For the second half, Lincoln Ormsby in control of the ball at the moment. And we are go for the second half of this round 17 clash between Old Collegians and Woodville. Little tip-on, knock-on advantage to Woodville. And we're down for a scrum, pretty much how we start every kickoff.
And, you know, who doesn't love a scrum? You know.
It's a great time for the backs to have a rest.
Yeah. I can't wait for the next scrum. If there wasn't for scrums, you know, I'd be puffed out by half time. But you get a decent look here. It's a good steady scrum by Woodville. Keezy gets it to Lindsay. Nice kick for the corner, but again,
cool. We're having a
Was that a
look. And yes.
Oh, just tipped his fingers there. And we've got a nice scrum in the mud over there. Just on the 10.
So have a look here on the replay that we now have access to.
Oh yes.
Question as an old collegian, I say no knock on there whatsoever. Straight off the shins, well protected from the experience of Kurt McKinley. But this is what Woodville need to start this half. It's 36-0. It's not gone.
Well, it's doable.
It's definitely doable. Just structure, control, and this part of the field. Don't kick again. Use this enormous inside centre that Woodville have here to just truck phase one, some forwards around the corner, then you're in the 22, and then see what you can put together.
Yeah, just a little bit of structure. So hopefully Steph, the coach of A grade, has tried to pull the lads together in the change rooms there and see what they got for this second half.
Here we go.
Keezy to Lindsay. Off to Phil. Oh, little loop. But he's gone for a nice ball to Daniel. He's got a bit of space. Nice little chip. And just gone out
it's not too bad
from the try line. So that's positive.
It is, but again, I would have loved to see him keep the ball in hand just to build some phases. It's got good pressure. If it wasn't the scoreline looking as it is, I would say lovely, lovely conservative rugby.
But anything can happen in a muddy line out.
Very true, and the line out throwing hasn't been absolutely on point, but that one is.
That was a good line out.
Off
Pressure
the ruck.
ball.
Padana heavily met.
They're going to run it out from the 22.
And having a crack Collegians here, going back into the pocket. McKinley, who
it's not out.
We're still in play. A juggle.
Great catch.
Kuta handles him well, chose his preferred shoulder. Ball is out.
Foot in there.
Yeah, that's a kicking the ball in the ruck. A new recent rule. Oh no, we've got called offside.
Okay, so here we go.
This is good here from Woodville now. This is
a little bit
the
of structure
first
for us.
real great opportunity, I think, apart from early on in the game at the start with the tap kicks on the 5 metre, which didn't work out. This is what the coaches train for on a Thursday night, don't they?
Oh yes. I mean, we only have the one field on a Thursday night. It's quite chockers. We've done quite well over the years. Oh, terrible line out. Is he going to let it go? No. So we'll have a scrum. Looks like Old Collegians ball.
It is. Yeah, unfortunate.
So there goes that opportunity. And probably Old Cole's probably shaping for a kick, get out of trouble here, out of 22.
I think just given the bit of, with the scoreline as it is, I would anticipate there could be a carry first. Just trying to experiment with what's possible with a bit of the security of being up on the score, or they'll prove me wrong, but I think there could be a carry first.
You're right.
There is.
There it is.
There it is. And Carl Edgar gets up to the 22, and now we've passed back into the 22, so this must stay in field, and it does. Daniel takes it well, chips again over the top. I think he's found some space. And it's been taken well.
Yes.
Taken well for a super try.
There we go. That's fullback Riley.
Riley Angus there, isn't it? Outstanding, and what a great start to the half for Woodville. They needed that, and that is going to spark them up immensely.
So
If
I
we get a
think
little look here, Daniel.
Let's have a
another
look.
little chip over the top.
Nice.
One bounce, hitting it at 1,000,000 miles an hour goes Riley, and with the mullet flowing out the back, he says, "Thank you, boys. Thank you, Daniel. I'll dot this one down."
Yeah, that's a try for for all the mullets out there.
Fierce mullet, isn't it, too? Really.
Yes, he's been working
Full
on
zero
that one
shave on the sides.
all year. I think I remember him early on this season. He's actually started back in the junior under 18s, and he's had a bit of a hiatus from rugby, but he's come back this year and come back strong. He's really working on his game, and he's been turning up the training every week, so hats off to him.
I don't think you put a hat on it.
Well, if he can get a hat on there,
Take it off.
you wouldn't worry
Let
about
it flow.
it. That mullet just keeps the rain off no matter what. I don't think he gets any sun on that neck back there.
Yep.
Anyway.
In all sports across Australia, some great mullets getting around at the moment. The resurgence of the mullet, hey?
Yes.
Across the ditch, the Kiwis never stopped. They never stopped the mullet. They saw the Aussies take on the mullet in the 80s and said, "That's a good haircut. We're going to keep that forever." Now they're the fashion setters.
Oh, they always steal our ideas, don't they, the Kiwis? Oh, Jake Johnson, nice strong take, and he's just gained a couple of yards there for us.
Here we go. A good exit play. Counter ruck though. And it's messy. It's real messy, but a penalty for Woodville.
Sorry, that was Mason Connor there. Taking a good strong catch and we gained a penalty.
Lindsay Adcock, it's not
kept
out.
in.
And it's gone to the biggest man on the field who's dropped it though.
Oh, hang on. What's going on?
It's a bit of a calamity here. And I think in this absolute calamity of situations, Max Cargi has spilled it. Coots has tried to clean it up, and they've gone double penalties off a bad clearance kick. And it's all coming up Millhouse for Woodville at the moment, isn't it?
We've come out the change rooms
tap and go.
on fire. Look
The
at this.
Woodville tap and go.
Leroy.
Straight through the guts he could be.
Yes. Anyone named Leroy deserves a good hit up like that. And Woodville on the front foot. Here we go. The forwards are really... another penalty.
Penalty again. You know it's going to be a tap. Here it comes.
Let's set it up.
Tap.
Christian.
Max
getting in
Cargi
there.
gives him everything. And we're holding up. Are they calling more?
What's happened?
Whistle's gone. Man, he chose the wrong man to run into.
There. And he's not looking good.
Do we get a replay of this? Cargi's gone over and checked. Are you okay, mate?
And that's good spirit for rugby there. Here we go. Here's another
tap.
replay.
We get a replay. 6, and he straightens him right up, and there could be a bit of a buckling of the legs.
I don't know if he was actually onside, hence the penalty.
I think they're right on the try line though, Roasty. So that spy probably looks like about 2 metres away, and he's holding his shoulder.
He has had shoulder troubles. So
and he was lightning quick to get off the field.
Yeah.
Didn't want any more, and he's lightning quick to point, "I want to go downstairs."
Yeah.
And
I think that's an old injury there. It was a good bump by Max, but I think that's just a lingering injury, shoulder injury that's hasn't really fixed itself, and unfortunately Christian's had to go off the field. So Woodville's opted for the scrum, just to pull everyone in. The backs are set up deep. We might see Phil with a little crash ball.
The number 8, yep, number 8 pick. Yep, number 8 pick. Got a good bump. And he's
just
held
short.
Up just short. Forward set up a pod. We've got to pick and go in the midfield. Woodville enjoying this time on the scoring end of the field.
And we've got it.
And we've got it. Back-to-back tries for Woodville in this second half. Here they come, hey?
Well, something's happened in that change room because we've got two tries on the board here. Old Coles, I don't know. What do you think was said in your change rooms there at half time?
Probably had a few cups of Earl Grey and dipped a few biscuits and
got the Scotch fingers out.
Crossed one leg over the other, and it's not working out for us at the moment.
Better put the knitting needles away and get back into this game because, we've got some points on the board here, and the boys, Woodville, on the up. So, Lizard looking, what do you say, about 20 metres out. He's was he left foot?
Left foot will work.
Yeah, this is his side.
I can see him. If this goes over 36-14, and we are
He's lost. Okay.
No, it just pushes it wide. So certainly need them, and the Old Collegians crowd has been silenced here. Roasty, they are wondering when they start to see their team.
I think they need to fire up. I'm a big fan of the crowd influence. When the crowd starts cheering and supporting.
Yep.
I totally put on a show and play a lot better. So I think your fans need to step up a little bit and
solid contact from Burgess, and we've got a penalty though.
Oh,
that's the new way these kickoffs start.
Yeah, so it's starting to.
Now, what do you want? Does he kick it on? Keep it in, and
well, we better keep it in so we can get a line out.
And you know what? It's the same. We're going to get a repeat, but Cargie has to go. Cargie bounces through 2, 3.
Now he's got
gets to the fourth tackle, and we've got a new halfback on. And Tommy Merrin is shifting it again. We've got a Max Montfrey sitting in at 10, so we've switched over at 9 and 10. And Edgar, Carl Edgar, man and ball gets brought down, but there is space and time. Merrin gets wrapped up. So
he
we've
played
done
B grade, didn't he?
He did, and as did the new 9 and 10. So it's maybe in the change rooms they were swapping jerseys out because we've got some significant shifting here. Chris Bartlett no longer on the field.
Well, now they're getting some metres here. Old Coles starting to show up.
But a penalty back the other way.
A bit slow on the
good steal and some chat. And some back chat. And
let them down again.
Old Collegians just needing to
They're
cool the Jets' bills. They are absolutely rattled.
Oh, he's got to get this one out.
I tell you, they just make touch, though, don't they?
I think he needs to scrape the mud off a boot or something because his legs just getting it over the line. But if the Woodville forwards can get a good line out here, set a good platform, then our backs can start to. We need to get a few phases together. Like you said, you haven't seen that happen yet.
No.
We've been lucky with a couple of tries there, maybe some loose tackles from Old Coles, but this is where he'll test us from our own half. And if Lizard can put a few phases, start to be a bit more of a general and start organising the side around, we might have a
clean
game
off
on
the
our
top.
hands.
And it's ugly. And it's out on and it's on the full too. Just we're asking for it, aren't we, Roasty? We're asking just to carry some phases, get to 4 or 5. If you run out of options, then you can kick. But your confidence grows with having the ball in your hand.
Exactly. There is a time to kick, as you know. That wasn't the time at all.
Because it puts Old Cole straight back on attack. They're inside the half. It's clean off the top. And they're rolling. Max Cargie crashes in a solid tackle to bring him down. But is the clean out any good? The clean out is no good. The clean out is very ordinary from
it's our young lad, Keezy, halfback. Yes, a
telegraphed carry with a real lack of support from Old Collegians there.
So we're just 5 away from halfway there. Woodville need to just keep possession, I think. They just got to hang on to the pill and just get some phases going. Like I don't think they've even got past 5 phases yet.
Nope, I don't think so because the kick comes out.
So
and the kick did score a try, so it's it'll probably continue to come out. It only got encouragement when it came out.
Yeah.
There we go, clean off
Good
the
line
top.
out.
Straight away.
Yeah, it's not what I'd ask for, but like you said, we should have picked it up then.
I mean, you're hoping on a lottery, that's all, and it hasn't worked out. So Old Coles have the ball, and Woodville have given it up straight away.
But Woodville's defence has been really good lately, so hopefully they're going to lean on that and see if they can steal the ball off them. And they have.
And they have, but it's a penalty.
Oh.
It's a penalty, so real surprising that midfield bomb option.
Did not see that coming. But like you said, the kicks, I think they need to get away from that. Like Lizards need to get his boot away. So, yeah, it looks like it's a nice kick there.
From McKinley makes touch, and right now we have Old Collegians just outside the 22 attacking line out, and it's off the back of a bomb in the midfield for a 50-50 option, really.
Yeah. Like you said, the percentage wasn't high on regaining that ball. I think he needs to look into his bag of tricks there and just get some phases together.
Get it out to 13.
Get it.
Voata
Get to the boys
and let us all enjoy his free-flowing running. And we've got
a little knock on there.
Little knock on. So an early flurry to start the half from Woodville. The game is slowed.
Old Cole's starting to look at the bench now.
Yep.
And, the B grade side definitely punished me and my boys today. 45-0, I think it was. Hats off to them. Good luck to the finals. Again, I'd like to see...
Sub here, Tyler Ryan for Henry Pardo. Henry played the full reserve grade game, is jumping in now into one. So good amount of young players we've got at Old Coles now through the juniors. I don't get a run in twos anymore. Roasty.
It's good that you don't. You don't need to. Oh, you must be happy about that.
Well, last time I did, I broke these fingers, mate. The game against you. So
I hope your digits mend well.
Oh, here we go. I've been waiting to see this man go for a while. He's a big fella.
Finally.
Big carry. And come on, Woodies. Let's see some time with the ball. It's sloppy out the back. Daniel's got to do a lot with it. Bananas it. To midfield to Louis Watch open. He's got speed if he uses it, but he's well flanked. Beats one. Finds space. Ragdoll. Support gets there. Merrin shifts it. McKinley having a dart. Offload back to Merrin. Merrin sniping around till he gets well handled. The ruck slows down for a moment, but Old Collegians in a good, sturdy position. Looking like they'll probably pick and go this the way through. Robertson with the pick and go. Setting up next, and we've got a try. We have... Who's got that? I'm thinking that could have gone to Luke Robinson. We'll have a look now. The guy who weighs about 70 kgs wet, who has muscled his way through. Or was it Andrew Burgess? Just looking who's getting the accolades.
Who's getting the pat on the head.
Actually, could be
a little halfback.
Oh, don't tell me there's a halfie scoring the pick and go tries.
No, that's not kosher.
That's not kosher. That's not kosher.
Oh dear. Well,
only some wingers who are allowed in the forwards club are allowed to do them. Like the Corabetes, Corabetes of the Wallabies. He loves a pick and go. We'll see about 15 of them tomorrow morning.
Well, hopefully
with the Wallabies.
Yeah.
He's obviously spend some time with the forwards where they allowed him to do such things.
So after seeing the All Blacks lose to the Springboks, what do you think the Wallabies' chances coming up? Was that next week? Yeah, next week at Adelaide Oval. I'm
so
hoping.
close, yeah, real keen for that. I think great. I think our chances are good. Although with some injured, it'll be a real one of how does James O'Connor go early tomorrow morning against Argentina as 10. He was rough against the Poms for that final game. With all people expecting a lot of him, he just looks a bit unsorted. And then Noah Loasia, so it really sits around that 10 spot for me.
Yeah,
and that's a really good kick
damn.
off Daniel Harding. Sets it up nicely. There's a good attempt at Jackal. Loose ball on the field. Reece Ward carries. And real intensity I think has been lifted to this game. Oh, and it's a sloppy though, but we're all good.
It went backwards.
Merrin, crossfield kick
Off to Riley.
to Riley. The mullet flows. We're back to Daniel Hill kick. Monfrey scored a mark. Jeez, I don't know the last time I saw one of them. Do we still call them marks, are we? Yeah.
I thought he just celebrated a good catch there, but no, he's a very smart player, that fella. Got his lads back, and he's got to have a decent shot down the sideline.
He's played a bit of Aussie rules football, Max Monfrey, so he's
good
great
leg.
players you have around the club that can actually kick a ball, you know. Talking about body sizes and stuff of why you come to rugby. Not being able to kick is one of them for many of us, I think.
But it's an art form. If you've got a good leg, it does play dividends in a muddy, wet day. And it gets you out of trouble. A decent kick can get you out of trouble. That's
it wins
for sure.
games. All right. Woodville. It's a bit sloppy, but it's okay. We're off the top and hold it in.
That's it.
First run for Adcock is good. It breaks the first tackle. Forwards come back towards the left side on the line out. And the Old Collegians tackling high, so making ground, making some decent metres here.
Oh, he's got it. Good steal there.
And it is a good steal. It's turned over. Old Collegians, poor support from Woodville there. McKinley, who would only run in the first half, is kicking the second half.
Bang, he took it back.
And it's
but
a kick, and it's going to
in.
be all on attack here for Old Collegians. So the crowd sits up in the chair to see what will happen next. Monfrey's knocks it over the top, and there is space here. Taken. Woodville.
Nice kick.
Clears. Oh, we're still in field.
It's
and we
still
are
on.
going. There's players offside all over the park.
Ooh.
Kucha charges through. Kucha's still going. Ruck down. Merrin. Short ball to Cargie. Cargie bounces out of the first. Twist turn.
Good tackle by
Ball
Tommy Price.
available for Merrin. Shifted across Riardi. Oh, it's a loose feed. And we've got an intercept, our third intercept of the game.
It's play on.
It's play on. It's a sloppy soap situation, but we're play on. Merrin out to Robinson, who's had a hell of a game. To Lewis Watcho, puts the afterburners on. He's quick.
And
he's taken and he's knocked into touch. And great defence there.
Wow. Let's see that replay if we can. Because was there a knock on? I think the ref was playing advantage there. Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Nice shift.
Louis.
He definitely does have toe.
He's got toe. Beats the first. Tries to go inside. Does a bit of the arm drop here. And no, the door is closed. The door is closed.
I think he was a bit too high there. If he just ducked his head, he might have just burrowed in. But a good little run. We're going to have a line out, 5 out from the Woody try line. Let's see. No.
Good over
We've
the
got
top.
tight head.
Collegians attack. There's a snipe. There's a hell of a snipe from Merrin. And if they go same way, there is space and players and numbers. And Carl Edgar, he's good for a try. He got some in the reserve grade, and I reckon he's just got one now.
Oh, I held up. I think Junior Avatu has held that try up. No? There's a
delay, but I reckon he
discussion.
scored this.
Woodville's heads are down.
Yes,
yeah,
he
it's a
has.
try.
Yep, try scored. Carlos Edgar. Enjoying some time up in Premier Grade at the moment. And he's one close to the line. It is very hard to stop. So if we can just have a look here. The dart is bumped one. Yeah, Vada got well under him, but must have just squeezed a little bit of bladed grass onto that ball. So after a great start from Woodville in the second half, the Collegian engine has warmed up and have now returned with one try to the 2 tries of this half.
I mean, every club, I think it comes down to how good your bench and your B grade is. I find it coming into the finals.
Yep.
There, I think you need to have a really strong B grade because I'm looking at your side out here, and it's like I've just ran against half of them out there. So yeah, it's good to have the youth and the up and comers getting a good run in A grade because it's gonna do well for you lads if you can keep it all together for the finals.
Oh, just having that real good depth. If having the ability, if someone has a bit of a niggly shoulder, they can come off the field, and someone who maybe not of the same caliber but can hold their own can step into that spot. Especially, it's ugly. It's an ugly kickoff, and
it's just not what we wanted.
Adcock is just not having a day today.
I think he needs to stop kicking the ball. I mean, you have to for a kickoff, but
probably hand that off to someone else though as well. I think.
I must admit that muddy little patch there in the middle that hasn't done anyone any favours all day. We've seen some shocking kickoffs today, but
if anything, I think you'd just try and go downtown, wouldn't you? These kickoffs.
Yes, just at least just unleash on it and try have a shot for goal. 50 out, have a go.
But, so midfield scrum for Collegians, not midfield on the pitch itself because we've moved it a little bit east of the mud pie. And we've got Max Monfries sitting here on the left with a heavily stacked bench. Max Monfries is also a halfback, so we've got a lovely combination of 2 halfbacks playing 9 and 10 at the moment. The forwards do a bit of a reset.
Well, there's a bit of a backline move set up here on the left for Old Coles. I think it's a cut ball and then a wraparound. Do you know this move, Crossy?
I do. I know exactly what's going to happen. It's not going to go that way.
That was a good blindside run instead. But Daniel, again, he's got a nifty little foot on him. And he's put it right into 10.
And we're in.
Outside.
Kuchar in midfield, always trouble. Kagi with a run-up.
What's he got?
Winded back. Oh, just casual as.
Just cash.
Oh, it's ugly. It's ugly
no.
for Fadana. He hasn't got his passing gloves on today.
No.
Edgar trucks it up, says, that's all right, I'll make it work. Burgess. Kagi is just in sort of jog mode at the moment. Lays it back. Reece Ward dives. Nick Howlett with a pick and go. Set well. Kagi set as the next runner. And it goes wide. I felt like there was a tap on, but we're play on. Lincoln circling, pirouetting, bouncing. Ooh. Oh, my goodness me. Wow. That just absolutely bumps a Woodville player into next week. And Louis Robertson fighting and scragging his way down the field as he does. He's still going with the ball, just pulling his legs through tackles. This is looking strong if they can. I think we're about 2 more phases and there's going to be a lot of space here. One. Shifting back, Henry Pardo
Oh, he's
wants a bit. He's reached out. I think he's short, or is he there? There's a bit of a stop, and there's a try. Pardo off the bench gets his Premier Grade try. Well done, Henry.
I think he scored about 3 tries already from the reserve grade to now. So
Did he really get him off?
I think he can have a sub.
As the Collegians continue to get the bench ready, so Tui from the reserve grade looking to come on as well for Louis Watchop, who's had a good run. So there we go. And we've got Hamish Napier coming on as well for I am unsure who. But they're ringing the subs. As that.
Who's that fellow that got us a drink before? Sort us out. I'll wave him down.
And converted. So 55-12 it should be, and in cruise control are the Old Collegians, Premier Grade here. Running a lot of the reserves. We've still a fair bit of rugby to go. They're getting comfortable, and Rosie's asking for more refreshments.
It is quite thirsty work here on the commentary. You can see Webby. Bless his cotton socks. He's done a
Bless his cotton socks.
great season commentary. I heard he's not doing it anymore.
No,
has that gone 10?
He's called it.
Just gone 10.
That was.
I reckon his bootlace was on the 10.
Well, okay.
And the referees let it go.
I don't think it went 10, but that's all right. Play on. I'm glad with this. I want more rugby, so play. And we're going short side, and it's a little tip-on
nice
pass.
ball.
It's not bad. Riardi.
Good cover
Great
tackle.
wrap, and we've lost, but a penalty for hands in the ruck. Something Collegians have been guilty of a couple of times. And that the Woodville winger is down and injured. We've got advantage again. Adcock, who's turned into a loose forward, has a charge. And here we go. Go.
Oh.
He's got...
This guy.
Well handled, lifted off his feet by Lincoln Ormsby. And the counter ruck's decent too. Just need to find a bit of structure, Woodville.
Play on.
I think we're play on here. But there's a lack of support. Could be trouble here. Cargie's got her hands on that.
Well done.
No, we're good. Offload.
Lizard.
Try time.
Yes. I think we managed to get 7 phases there. So there we go. Like I said, got to get the phases together. And the boys have finally got.
And that's all it needs to be. They don't have to be the best, most flashiest phases. Just have the ball for long enough, and holes and space will be created.
You almost got to play a 12-man game in this kind of muddy situation. And, Woodville lads have pulled something together.
But I think just in SA Rugby, the defensive lines in SA Rugby just aren't at a level of, maybe a Sydney, Queensland Prem Grade Rugby, where if you keep the ball for long enough, you will find space.
Shout out to Shah. First year back again. Thanks for playing.
The Woodville winger with a great run down the wing. He's coming off.
He's come off.
I'm thinking an ankle.
He's had a great season. He's really put in today. But yeah,
it's the pink boots. Do you think, Roasty?
Well,
it's
they're not pink anymore. But he's Adam's done I think he hasn't played much rugby, so
conversion
he's
is good.
Played B grade, and
Lindsay slots it. So the kickoffs aren't any good, but the conversion was on the money.
So Lizard's starting to find some form, and unfortunately we've lost the winger, and not sure if he was replaced. We're lucky to have an under-18 side stepping up this year, so I think half the team out there is under-18s stepping up, so hats off to them.
Yes. Thrown straight into the fire, eh?
Yeah,
why not?
What you got to do.
Look, it's good clean rugby you get at Premier Grade level at least.
Oh. Unfortunately,
And we've got a kick-off knock-on, hey?
Oh, all right. So what's Old Cole's going to do here?
Chester Armstrong has hit the field. Straight knock-on, so it's been the story of the kick-offs with a scrum straight into it. So with Collegian setting with a chopped and changed back line here. Setting looks like we might have first receiver of Lincoln. Montfrey's sitting just behind him. Scrum gets wheeled and we'll reset.
Volunteers.
So you'll be there with the family for the South Africa Wallabies game
Oh,
at Adelaide
definitely.
Oval?
Oh, yeah, wouldn't miss it. Yeah, looking forward to it. It's one of the nights out I get to have with my son and then, you know, family. Like, rugby is family, and, yeah, I can't wait. I'll see you there.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's a great thing to have. Been a long time between drinks between the Wallabies and Adelaide. So big carry from Lincoln Ormsby, sets phase one. Riardi hasn't handled very well, juggles, but recovers.
Oh, nice little...
And they monster him around the neck, and so we've got advantage. We've got an inside ball. Edgar with an offload.
Oh,
Tom Merrin
he's hit the referee.
Launches it back, and he's hit the referee.
But he's gone back for offside.
No, we have.
High tackle, sorry.
And see what we do here. I reckon a quick tap. We are a quick tap, and we're playing on. Here we go, and it's sloppy along the ground, but it's gone to...
Oh, no.
Hamish Napier thought he was going to get his first Premier Grade try then.
Yeah, unfortunately, just a wayward pass.
So not...
I don't think he was ready for it.
Hey, no, Lincoln Orsby was keen to turn up the pace on the game, but a bit of a loose pass from Tristan Kuster, who's used to being a finisher, you know. Getting wingers to pass to wingers never works out.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nick, for the refreshments.
So scrum, was that about 5 out for Woodville?
Yep.
Quick ball.
And it's straight into the middle of the field. Not
It's
where I
not
would
what
want to kick it, but that's all right. And
But he's let it bounce.
And Coutser beats one.
Oh, lucky.
Coutser beats two. Support is good. And the Old Collegians forwards get organised. Kagi, who just has a bit of a jog and bumps someone over, and he's still going. Phase two, Collegians setting another good bump. Jeez, there's bumps everywhere, all over the place. And Lincoln Orsby is in cruise control.
He had a
Goodness
few
me,
gears there.
Got to say, just their midfield kick just set Collegians' platform up perfectly.
Yeah, it's just wasn't on the cards for Woodville there. I'm not sure what Lizard was thinking there. I'd just keep it to the sideline, keep it close, and just, you know, still keep the strategy of just keeping it tight. But
well, I just see Collegians infringing a lot of the ruck, so almost if you can bear down 4 or 5 phases with the ball, you'll probably get a penalty out of it.
Yeah, but rush of blood again, and there it didn't pay off. So another shot for goal for Old Coles. And it's you know what, I'm happy with the score right now. Like 100 points was hard to bear the last 2 weeks, but the lads are still fighting, still, you know, they're not giving up. And there's the full-time
And that
whistle.
is the full-time hooter. We're all done at 62-19. So Woodville struck well early in that second half, but couldn't maintain some momentum to make a game of it. But great fight from the Woodville Wasps today, and it's been a great day all round, I think, for the two clubs to come together all the way through all the juniors and seniors. And
now we've got one more game left next week. We've got Port Adelaide. What have you guys looking
I
forward
believe
to?
Adelaide University.
Okay, isn't it? So
For us, if I jump across to the next one, yeah, Adelaide Uni for us over at uni. Should be a good time, and then we're into the business end of the season.
Yes. So good luck to all the teams coming up this year in the finals. Thanks for having me, Crossy. Enjoyed it immensely.
Till next time we do it again, hey?
We should. Thank you very much.
Thank you.